I'd like to take a moment to review these board buddies made by the Woodstock Company. I teach high school woodworking, and part of my teaching is to teach the students how to use a table saw. Now, many of my students are freshmen and they are shorter, and in fact this school year I have an individual that is a middle person or a dwarf. Problems with the shorter individual is they don't have the reach, and so they don't have the hold down capabilities of being able to rip a board or to hold it down in a dado situation. That's when we discovered the board buddies. We bought the set that rolled, so the set that you rip on the left hand side of the rip fence, and a 24-inch track, and I've installed a 24-inch track on my second table saw as well. What do I like about it? I like that the wheels only rotate in one direction. It keeps the board from wanting to come back on you. The other thing I like is the angle of the wheel will tend to draw it towards the fence. Now, it doesn't pull it hard, but it does draw it towards the fence. The use of a rip or a feather board helps a lot, especially if you're doing a dado cut. Other things I like is there is a quick release, and also there's a small thumb screw back here that you can adjust the height of the wheels depending on your board thickness. Now, most of the work that we do in this shop is 3/4 thick, and this is going to become two sides of a box later. So this is what we've been doing. It's just a 1/4 inch wide, 3/8 deep dado cut, and that this allows it to stay pulled down. Other thing I like is very quickly we can loosen that and remove it out of the track. The table saw, you can use it as a normal table saw without the use of these wheels. I like that. The other thing I like is the cost. The 24-inch track costs right around $24. These two wheels together were less than $60. So less than $100, you end up with a much safer saw. And especially as I'm teaching beginning students, this is important. Jessom makes a similar product, but it's well over $200. This is something that an individual can budget and can manage. What don't I like? I don't like that the offset. Our piece here is going to be 6 inches. That gives me about 1.5 inches of room to push the board through. Narrow boards, I can't use that. I'm going to have to set up a rip fence, or not a rip fence, but a feather board. So if you're doing a lot of narrow stock, I don't know that you can use this product. This does have thumb screws, and you can slide it back, but then only one of the thumb screws is holding it down. So, and then how are you going to push it through? It's near impossible that way. So that's probably my only really downside of this item. Besides that, I'm really pleased with it. I'm going to include a short clip of a student operating it using the board buddies and then using a magnetic feather board. Thanks for watching.